So I want to open with the most significant long-term strategic challenge to the United States, whether in national security or cybersecurity, and that's China. Historically, we've been focused on Chinese attempts to use cyber for political and economic espionage, but now that threat is evolving. And Brandon, tell us, what's your latest understanding of what China is attempting to do in cyberspace against the United States, allies, and partners, and why should we be concerned?
Sure, Ellen, I think that really is an important question to start with, because China really is the #1 geostrategic challenge for the United States, both broadly and then absolutely within the cyber realm. And I'm going to draw upon kind of two public documents that the US government has released over the past year to help, I think, paint a picture of kind of the evolution of the Chinese strategic threats that we face. One was released earlier this year by the Office of Director of National Intelligence, the annual threat assessment that they release at the unclassified level. In it, it presents a really stark warning that in the event of conflict, China would look to target US critical infrastructure for disruptive operations. And they're going to do this for three reasons. One, to affect US decision-making. Two, to induce societal panic broadly inside the United States. And three, to disrupt the ability for the US to project power into Asia. And importantly, it notes that China has the ability to do that today, and targeting US critical infrastructure like transportation systems or oil and gas pipelines. And then more recently, just a couple of months ago, CISA, along with the NSA and the FBI, released a public advisory on a series of intrusions that China has executed directly targeting US critical infrastructure, compromising that infrastructure to pre-position for future disruptive or destructive operations. And I think that shows this evolution that you painted to. If you had asked me 10 years ago, the answer would have been China is primarily focused on economic and political espionage, looking to advance their economy, looking to steal secrets or plans for fighter jets. But that threat is absolutely evolving. I think it is far more serious today, and it presents a really strategic challenge for the United States. If we want to enjoy the freedom of action on the geopolitical stage, and we want the ability to ensure that we can defend our friends and allies around the world, we cannot let hostile nations like China into our critical infrastructure and hold it at risk.